Welcome to the case study series in Human Resource Management by Skilled MBA. In this session, we examine Arup Group Limited, a global leader in engineering services, through the lens of HR-driven strategy. This case explores how Arup sustains its competitive advantage through a trust-based culture, integrated knowledge systems, and global-local balance, all deeply intertwined with its human capital strategy. In this case, we aim to understand how global HR strategy supports competitive advantage, evaluate the role of trust and knowledge as core differentiators, analyze industry consolidation trends and their talent implications, explore how strategic HR practices support global agility and innovation. Founded in 1946, Arup has grown into a multi-service engineering powerhouse operating in 143 countries. Under the leadership of Alan Belfield, Arup reached $1.8 billion in revenue by 2020 and became known for its role in designing iconic landmarks around the world. Its legacy is not only built on technical excellence, but on trust, culture, and people-centric values. At Arup, trust is not an abstract value, it's a competitive tool. The firm builds trust through long-standing client partnerships, consistent service quality, a collaborative internal culture. This culture supports cross-border teamwork, reduces attrition, and enhances client loyalty. HR plays a central role in cultivating this trust through hiring, leadership development, and transparent internal communications. Arup's HR-led knowledge strategy includes creation of insights via project-based learning, capture through documentation and systems distribution via global knowledge-sharing platforms, application in future projects to drive innovation. This system ensures that knowledge becomes an organizational asset, not just individual expertise, helping Arup maintain consistency and innovate across geographies. Arup follows a transnational model, which means global integration, shared culture, processes and standards, local responsiveness, tailoring to regulatory, cultural and client needs, cross-region knowledge, transfer, supporting continuous learning and scalability. This approach ensures the company is agile, consistent and responsive, supported by HR policies that emphasize global mobility, cross-cultural training, and inclusive leadership. As the industry shifts toward mergers and full-service providers, Arup faces talent loss to fast-scaling competitors, pressure to reduce overheads, demand for more integrated service delivery. HR's role here is to retain institutional wisdom, design flexible workforce structures, and maintain engagement during transformation. Arup sustains its advantage by focusing on innovation leadership, encourage employees to push boundaries, talent management, attract and nurture top talent with global exposure, strategic agility, equip teams to adapt rapidly through continuous learning. This trifecta ensures people remain the engine behind Arup's long-term strategy. Strengths: global trust-based reputation, strong internal collaboration culture, mature knowledge systems. Weaknesses: risk of inertia, limited speed in adapting to market shifts, opportunities, strategic hiring from acquisitions, innovation in talent and KM platforms. Threats: talent poaching by aggressive MNCs, shrinking mid-tier talent due to consolidation. Rivalry: intense HR must ensure engagement and performance. New entrants: talent-focused startups challenge employer brand buyer power. Clients expect multidisciplinary teams. HR must upskill workforce supplier power. Specialized talent is scarce. Substitutes: automation and AI pose partial replacement risks. HR is central in responding to these forces through reskilling, retention, and value-based culture building. As we explore Arup's global HR and organizational strategy, it becomes clear that Bartlett and Goshel's transnational corporation model offers an ideal framework for understanding how Arup operates across 143 countries. Global integration. Arup leverages centralized knowledge and global expertise to ensure consistent quality standards and efficient allocation of resources. This integration helps the organization scale its best practices worldwide while maintaining engineering excellence and delivery consistency. Local responsiveness. At the same time, Arup shows remarkable local agility. Regional offices adapt to local market conditions, client needs, and regulatory environments. This responsiveness is especially crucial in engineering and consulting, where contextual accuracy often determines the success of a project. Knowledge transfer. What truly sets Arup apart is its systematic approach to knowledge sharing. Innovations and insights are continuously exchanged across offices, creating a virtuous learning cycle. This enables the firm to not only maintain high standards, but also drive ongoing improvement and innovation at a global scale. Bartlett and Goshal's framework emphasizes the need to balance global efficiency with local flexibility, a challenge that Arup meets through deliberate HR strategies, agile structures, and a deep culture of collaboration. To navigate the complex landscape of global projects, Arup Group uses stakeholder analysis as a key strategic tool. This process helps identify and map both internal and external stakeholders and align business strategies with their expectations and influence. Employees. Their key interests include career development, meaningful work, and fair compensation. Strategic implication. Arup must invest in talent retention, continuous learning, and preserving deep institutional knowledge capital to stay ahead. Clients. Clients seek quality, innovation, reliability, and value in service delivery. Strategic implication. Arup positions itself through trust building and a culture of service excellence to strengthen long-term client relationships. Industry regulators. They focus on compliance, safety, and ethical practices. Strategic implication. Arup maintains robust governance frameworks to manage its reputation and mitigate regulatory risks. Communities. Communities care about sustainable development and local impact. Strategic implication. Arup's focus on corporate social responsibility, CSR, not only aligns with stakeholder values, but also enhances its license to operate across regions. Trust and competitive advantage. How does Arup's deep-rooted emphasis on trust and knowledge management translate into a lasting competitive advantage in today's rapidly consolidating global industry? What internal mechanisms, like transparent collaboration, ethical leadership, and open communication, reinforce this trust as a strategic differentiator? Industry dynamics. What are the key challenges Arup faces due to industry consolidation? How should Arup adapt its strategy to remain an industry leader? Could consolidation trends be viewed as opportunities for synergy and efficiency rather than merely threats to independence and flexibility? Global strategy. How can Arup continue to leverage its transnational structure, balancing centralized technical expertise with the need for local responsiveness? As global markets evolve, how can Arup fine-tune this balance to stay agile and competitive, innovation and change? How can Arup avoid falling into strategic complacency and instead nurture a culture of continuous innovation? What mechanisms or cultural practices can ensure that innovation flourishes without eroding the core values that define Arup's identity, particularly its emphasis on trust and purpose-driven leadership? Enhance KM systems. Boost efficiency, requires tech investment, strategic acquisitions, brings new capabilities, may strain culture, global, local recalibration, align workforce structure, risk of disunity, stakeholder engagement, strengthens internal alignment. Resource-intensive HR must guide these transitions with empathy, clarity, and strategic foresight. Trust culture is an HR-driven strategic advantage. Knowledge management must be people-enabled, tech-powered. Global-local balance is a talent allocation challenge. Strategic adaptation depends on agile, values-led people practices. HR integration is essential in sustaining long-term competitiveness in knowledge-intensive industries. Thank you for joining us for Arup Group Limited, Sustaining Competitive Advantage Through Trust and Knowledge, as part of the case study series in Human Resource Management by Skilled MBA. This case illustrates how HR practices, anchored in trust, learning, and strategy, enable sustained excellence in complex competitive markets. At Arup, people are not just a resource, they are the firm's differentiator. We hope this session equips you to lead with culture, scale with knowledge, and build trust-based organizations that endure.